for our delay, but there are some things we need to get right before we get started. Amen. The Escambia County Board of Education is now called to order. At this moment, the mission of the Escambia County Schools is to provide a learner or provide learners with opportunities to graduate college and or career ready. At this time, we're going to ask Ms. Digman to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Stand, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Ms. Digman. We want to welcome all who are here. We hope that you can glean something that is helpful, positive, and encouraging from this meeting. This time we'll have our welcome from our superintendent.
I would like to also say,
Let it be known by saying aye.
aye.
Let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, and so ordered. Thank you, board. Approval of minutes. Approval of minutes for the following meeting dates. February the 13th, 2025, March the 3rd, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second. It's been moved and properly second that we approve the minutes for February 13th, 2025, March the 3rd, 2025. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item number 6, District Superintendent remarks.
Sure, I'm on again. Thank you so much. Again, I would like to take this time, if I could, Coach Knight, if you would bring our guys forward. We want to recognize our Escambia County Middle School football team. These incredible young men just completed an undefeated season. They are coached by Coach James Smith and also Coach Gonzalez. And I know Coach Knight also has a big hand in that. And look at these guys. They are amazing and have done an incredible job. Coach Knight, would you like to say anything?
These guys right here, I had them when they was in 4th grade, and they wanted to play my 8th grade when they was in 4th grade. So these guys, I know the sky's the limit for them. They're very, very talented, and the talent is even all the way across, so don't nobody stick out, so everybody is equal. So I mean, when they in 10th, 11th grade, y'all probably gonna be reading about them a lot.
Well, and I second that, Coach Knight. And I think the great news is Miss Gill is here, and she's looking at these fellas and saying, what a great team that's coming to her school. So thank you, Escambia County Middle School, and thank you, coaches, for being here tonight to recognize our young men.
They gotta tell you something too, Dr. Kai. All right, turn around. Tell them. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Dr. Kai. Oh, thank you. They know I'm super competitive. You know, I have 4 boys, and we've played football, basketball, baseball. So, I mean, they know I love them. So good job, guys, and thank you for being here thank you, coaches, and thank you, Coach Knight.
Thank you, team. Thank you, coach.
Good. So we also have some great news for Escambia County High School's football program, because Mayor Staff brought us over a $500 check from Jason Pilcher today. So I'm going to give that to our CSFO. But that is a $500 check from Jason Pilcher for our Escambia County High School football program. So thank you so much, Jason Pilcher, and thank you, Mayor Staff, for delivering it. I'm going to ask that Mr. Brown come forward. This is not an award for Mr. Brown, even though we know he's trying to retire on us. But Mr. Brown, would you take this award for Coach Jones, who is not here to recognize that for transportation? There's a So they just recently went through a visit with Homeland Security, and they were given a big award and certificate of appreciation for the work that we do in our transportation department. So good job to Coach Jones and the transportation. That's super incredible, and Coach Jones has done a great job with transportation and our safety. So we do also want to acknowledge that, you know, this is our last board meeting that we'll see Mr. Brown here as an assistant superintendent.
Oh.
But you know Mr. Brown, he will be around. Okay, and we appreciate him and thank you for all that you do. Thank you. I have all that cried today. I won't tell you what all he did today to get me all upset, but I have a full day with him tomorrow, so.
All I did was delete some emails.
All he did was delete some emails, maybe 40-something thousand. Okay, so I want to continue with some of our good news from our schools. I asked that they submit some things, just some quick stories about things that are going on in their schools. So just to mention that the alternative school is, they've been working on a new behavior intervention plan, and they are working with Kayla Lumpkin, and we are so thankful for her partnership. She's from Innovative Behavioral Consulting Services, and she's a great addition to our team. They're at, they are calling themselves Special Ops A Team. So they are working hard to provide interventions for our kids that are at the alternative school 612. Rachel Patterson has just had Barry Moore, and I know Miss Lee is here. Representative Barry Moore was visiting on campus and spoke to the 4th and the 5th graders. They also have had an ACAP boot camp, because you know we're about to enter testing as soon as we get back from school. The 4th and 5th grade also had a sneaker ball, and they've had lots of participation from the community coming to the school. Escambia County High School. Okay, we know that Ms. Gill was in the presence, so she probably wants to shout out some of this, but Amani Lemon was selected to serve as a Southern Pine Electric Co-op. You probably saw that, that recognition for our young person. Cleo Bolar, is that Bolar, right? Bolar was classified as Class 4A All-State for 3rd team basketball player. So that's a great recognition. Also, our Escambia County Choir showcased their musical talents at the Encore. That was this past week. And they showered out the audience with, of course, their wonderful melodies. The ambassadors, I just got to tell you this story, Ms. Gill, about your ambassadors. Just don't let me forget. The ambassadors participated in Read Across America, and they went and read to our elementary students. And I know Ms. Gill and Ms. Lee have worked together on making sure, and also you did that with Dr. Deloach's students too. So they went to the elementary and the primary school as well. So let me tell you this story about Ms. Gill's ambassadors. So they were visiting today into Mobile at South Alabama. So Conrad Weber took a team of his students of 24 on a field trip to Mobile and went to the campus and worked with one of my former team members who does broadcasting. So they learned all about podcasting and broadcasting today from Dr. Joe Gadsden from the University of South Alabama. They sent me a video. They were podcasting, and they wanted to make sure that they told me they ambassaded this. So I sit back because they were trying to do a sales pitch on why we need to put a podcasting team at Escambia County High School. And I think that's awesome. They have made, I mean, they were really so excited, but they said, Dr. Collier, we ambassador this. We want to do this. So I said, I can kind of get behind that. So I appreciate that. They are very enthusiastic, and they really did a great job today. So just to brag on your ambassadors just a little bit more. Flomaton Elementary just had their Mardi Gras ball. That was on February 28th. 300 students attended, and half of their staff, of course, they just love those nights and having fun. They have had positive behavior referrals at an all-time high for the month of February, where 50 students were recognized for positive behavior at Flomaton Elementary. I will also take this time, because Miss McBride did, she was celebrating that they had read over 1,500 books. I shared that data with you. You know, we've read over 21,000 books as a district, and it is incredible that what we've seen since January. So that Superintendent Reading Challenge is working. Some of the things that we've done, like rewards like cookies and moon pies and coins, just trying to really incentivize our schools and our young readers, okay, building that literacy. Flomaton High School, Addison Green was the one selected to the Southern Pine to go to Washington, D.C. for the Youth Leadership Tour. So that's an amazing opportunity, and we're really so excited for Flomaton High School student Addison Green. Miss Canterbury, I think we mentioned this last month, that she had just won that grant, for equipment, and I mentioned that to you last month. And of course, Pollard wants to brag about that too, because they also got another grant from Miss Canterbury's good work, $25,000 to help them build their own program there at Pollard McCall. good stuff, like we're making those purchases, and their grant was called Teaching Wolves to Howl. Accomplishment as well. W.S. Neal Elementary, the parents were also invited to their wordy walkabout while they took a vocabulary parade. So they're super proud of their students, and they're working really hard for ACAP, as you know everyone is right now. Okay, and we're about to enter spring break time, and we're going to come back refreshed and ready to take our test. Okay, but that's our good news.
Good news. Dr. Collier, for our good news, and thank you to our district teachers and administrators for the leadership that you're displaying with our students. I'm going to take a moment to share with you that at the A.C. Moore School, there's a student by the name of Trajan Hollinger. And he's a product of our special education school district. He graduated from
Escambia County High School. He was one of our student workers, actually.
And, okay.
Mr. Goolsby had him working over the summer, Trey John, and then we hired him, and he was split between Escambia County High School and A.C. Moore as a custodian. When Dr. DeLoach, I wish she was here because she could really spout, but the team worked together with her. They helped him study for the work keys test, and now he is one of our newest paraprofessionals. So we're so excited for Trey John. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, I guess personally connected to that kind of story, because this is a kid who had challenges throughout his life. He overcame the challenges, and now he's giving back. He has a certification in HVAC. He's working as a student.
He's an instructional paraprofessional at A.C. Moore Primary, helping in the classrooms every day.
A positive male image. Thank you. Thank you. Informational item number 7. We'll ask Mr. Ford if he will lead us in this presentation.
Give you the financial report of at the end of January 2025. So, about it's very simple.
Hang on, I'm
All right, these first at the end of January 25. To make that business, probably can't see it. Here we go. All right, at the end of January, we were slightly over $21,000 compared to where we were at the end of December. That's about a $3.9 million increase. That was to be expected because January was the time when we received the bulk of our ad valorem taxes. So the effect that it had on us as far as fund balance, month reserve, went from 4.32 to 5.21. Also looking at our average expenditures for the year, we're holding right now about $4.2 million. That is about on par with the current budget now. We do have an amendment that's going to come up in the next few months. So we should stay around that 4.2, 4.3
So just taking that number and looking at it in the speedometer chart, we're still in the dark green there. You can see, getting close there to the edge there. Taking that $21.9 million there and dividing that by the 4.2 million, that's how we get the 5.21 month operating reserve. The fund balance is looking good in the general fund. Just doing a year-by-year comparison, comparing 24 and 23 to where we are now. This time last year, we were about $1.4 million less than the general fund. Again, not as high as we were in 23, but still on par as far as holding the fund balance steady. You're gonna see that over the next few slides. We'll start looking at trends. This bar chart right here just shows the trend as far as every January we do jump from December to January. Again, slightly higher than last year, but still not as high as 23. Comes to the 2-year trend chart, it is down slightly. But when you look at the 1-year trend chart, you're fine. That red line is kind of level, which is kind of where you want to be. Not too high, not too low. We do have some dips down there, but you do see the rise and come back. So we're still hanging around the $19–20 million mark as far as general fund balance. Compared to total expenditures, we're spending about $271,000 less overall in expenditures to where we were in 24. 24 at this time, we had $17.072 million in expenditures. At the end of January for 25, we have $16.801 million as far as total expenditures. And when you get to looking at those expenditures, and breaking it down, as far as percentages, we add up the blue piece here, which is instructional services, the yellow piece here, instructional support services, and then the green piece of the auxiliary services is right at 75%. So overall, no surprises as far as revenue-wise. Everything is holding steady. Any questions?
You might want to explain to the audience that 21 million is not just fund money, it's money that we get from the state, the federal.
Let me backtrack. The 21 that you see there is general fund. It does not include federal money, but it is all inclusive of not just local money, but also our state money, state grant money, A&T money, any kind of state funded money that we get that's classified as general fund. So no, it's not fund money as far as where we can just do whatever we want to do with it. Yeah. A lot of it has is earmarked for certain things, certain projects throughout the district. Case in point, just to give you guys a heads up, not this month, but in April, we're gonna cut a $1.4 million check for the buses that we
Yeah.
got 7 buses. So again, take $1.4 million away from that, but again, that's state money that was appropriated to us, and also some money that we earn from the state through fleet renewal.
Yeah.
So we have certain things that we have purchases that we're gonna make out of it. But as far as what I project for the fund balance, it will go down slightly, but it won't go down to a point to be alarming.
Right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good point.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ford. You know, you can't serve without some financial assistance. At this point, we want to move to item number 8, consent item. Let me make sure I got it. Wait a minute. Approval of out-of-state trip for Escambia County High School choir to attend Hamilton at the Sanger Theater in New Orleans, Louisiana, on April the 17th, 2025.
So I'll mention again our outstanding chorus teacher, also broadcasting teacher and et cetera, that Mr. Weber would like to take his students to see Hamilton. And that's a great opportunity for our students. We're bringing it to you, of course, because it's going out of state. Yeah. To see a show. That's an amazing opportunity for our students to get to travel and do. So thank you to Mr. Weber for being willing to, and also our students for being interested.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we, approve item number,
Item number one.
item number 1 under consent items. All in favor, let it be known.
Aye.
And opposed? Is that, opposed, ayes have it. And so ordered. I'm having a moment. Can't explain it. Action item number 9. Action item under 9. Number 1, approval of 2025-26 Code of Conduct. This item will be tabled for 30 days.
We discussed this during the work session, that we will table this item for your review and our continued discussion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve the superintendent's recommendation. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Approval. Number 2, approval of purchase of extended career exploration pack from Reality Works Incorporated in the amount of $13,918.57, paid out of Middle School's Innovation Grant.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve item number 2. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item number 3, approval of 25-26 science textbooks adoption. Can we get?
So on that, you have a packet. The committee met with Mr. Weeks and also with Ms. Cherie Davis. They voted, and then they have made the recommendations for K-12 science adoption, and you have that in your packet.
Okay, and do we have a funding source?
Those will be on the next 5, 6, and 7.
They all
So those
come
are gonna
under-
be out of state textbooks money when we purchase those.
Amen. Thank you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept the recommendation for item number 3. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item number 4, approval of 25-26 CTE textbook adoption.
And again, this is a very small adoption for CTE this year, but it is a required one, and Ms. Cooper West works on that along with Mr. Weeks so that we get those materials adopted for our course of study, and these will be funded through Perkins, as I mentioned earlier.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve item number 4. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item number 5, approval to purchase K-5 science textbooks from Publishers Warehouse in the amount of $218,902.50, paid from the fiscal year 25 textbooks.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Been moved and properly second that we approve item number 5. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, so ordered. Number 6, item 6, approval to purchase grades 6 through 8 science textbooks from Publishers Warehouse in the amount of $130,821.60, paid from the fiscal year 24 textbooks.
Motion to approve. Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept the recommendation, superintendent's recommendation for item number 6. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item number 7, approval to purchase grade 9 through 12 science textbooks from Publishers Warehouse in the amount of $207,577.80 from the fiscal year textbooks local title funds accounts.
Motion to approve.
Second. It's been moved and properly second that we accept the recommendation by our superintendent for item number 7. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item 8, approval to purchase CTE textbooks in the amount of $6,966.90 paid for from the fiscal year 25 Perkins funds.
Motion to approve.
Second. It's been moved and properly second that we accept the recommendation of the superintendent for item number 8. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item number 9, approval of contract with Kramer Dozier Services Incorporated in the demolition and debris removal of visitor side bleachers at Flomaton High School in the amount of $32,000 paid out of A&T funds.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for item number 9. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item number 10, approval of contract with Sun Flooring for the installation of new vinyl plank flooring paid out of A&T funds for the following locations. A.C. Moore Primary School, 7 classrooms in the amount of $53,000. A.C. Moore Primary School cafeteria in the amount of $16,333. Flomaton High School Library in the amount of $31,303.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept the recommendation of the superintendent for item number 10. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item number 11, approval of contract with TH Educational Services LLC for the ACT/ACAP Education Coaching Services for Flomaton High School in the amount of $18,000 paid out of the Title I funding.
I need to abstain from this vote due to a conflict.
Recuse, you recuse. Okay, stay the same.
Motion
Anybody?
to approve.
It's been moved and properly seconded that we approve item number 11 of the superintendent's recommendation. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item 12, approval
Mr.
of
President,
contract.
just make sure that, okay, there was one abstention.
Yeah.
One abstention.
Abstain.
Got my big saw talked up.
Sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. That's okay.
Number 12.
Number 12, approval right with Hammond LLC for AC.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item 13, approval of contract with the Core Project Incorporated for contracted behavioral services for students with IEPs not to exceed an amount of $15,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Been moved and properly second that we accept the item, accept the superintendent's recommendation for item number 13. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item 14, renewal of appointment of board attorneys, Brooks Garrett and Kirk Garrett, for January 1, 2025 through December 31, 2025, with a $1,000 retainer fee.
Motion to approve.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept the recommendation of the superintendent for item number 14. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Now, item 15, approval of retainer fee for legal services to Hill, Carter, Franco, Cole, and Black / comma PC in the amount of $5,000. Can you explain?
This is the retainer fee for Ms. Bennett and her team services.
Motion to approve.
Second.
been moved and properly second that we accept the recommendation of our superintendent for item number 15. All in favor, let it be done by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, so ordered. Item number 16.
I got it. I move that the board accept the superintendent's recommendation to non-renew Toya McMillan's principal contract effective June the 30th, 2025.
That is my recommendation.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Been moved and properly second that we accept superintendent's recommendation for item number 16. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Thank you so very, very much. Under miscellaneous, approval of the payment of bills and payroll. May I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve. Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we accept the recommendation of our superintendent to pay bills and payroll. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Personnel, take a few minutes, if you will, to review your list. No holdouts? You don't have any holdouts? May I have a,
Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve personnel.
Second.
it's been moved and properly second that we accept the recommendations of our superintendent for our personnel recommendations. All in favor, let it be known. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so forth. Thank you so very much for, that was a long list. Item 12, student expulsion. Number 1, recommendation for the expulsion of an Escambia County middle school student for a period of up to 1 calendar year for violation of the Escambia County School System Board Policy Student Code of Conduct. The superintendent will allow student to receive educational services through Escambia County Virtual School.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Been moved and properly seconded that we accept the superintendent's recommendation for item number 1 under student expulsion. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Recommendation number 2, recommendation for the expulsion of an W.S. Neal Middle School student for a period of up to 1 calendar year for violation of the Escambia County School System Board Policy / Student Code of Conduct. The superintendent will allow student to receive educational services through Escambia County Virtual School.
Motion to approve.
Second. It's been moved and properly seconded that we accept the recommendation of the superintendent on item number 2 under student expulsion. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it, and so ordered. Item number 3, recommendation for the expulsion of a W.S. Neal High School student for a period of up to 1 calendar year for violation of the Escambia County School Board policy/student code of conduct. The superintendent will allow student to receive educational services through Escambia County Virtual School. May I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's moved and properly seconded that we accept the superintendent's recommendation on item number 3 under student expulsion. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Ayes have it, and so ordered. Thank you so much.
Yes,
I'm sure
absolutely.
you'd like to say something, but, Mr. Lewis, Coach Lewis is actually coming to us from several colleges. He actually has 10 years of coaching experience at different colleges throughout the state, so I'll let him tell you about those.
Thank you so much.
How's everybody doing? First thing I want to say thank you to you all for taking a chance on me. I'm so blessed and humbled to be here. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I have my beautiful family here. I'm a graduate of Parker High School. I received my bachelor's and my master's degree from the Alcorn State University in Mississippi. I've been to several colleges. I started out, my first stint was at Southwestern Oklahoma State. I was defensive line coach. Did well there. Coached some great guys. Went back to Alcorn State to be a graduate assistant for a year. Did well. Was fortunate to win the SWAC championship. And after that season, I stayed there again, became a full-time coach. I was director of football operations, recruit coordinator, video coordinator, outside linebackers coach. Just a young coach who was just eager to learn and be a part of, what God had called me to do. I left Alcorn State. I was blessed to go to Southern Miss, to be an analyst and coach the Nickelbacks. Did well there. Went to the New Orleans Bowl. Then I got an opportunity to move back home to Birmingham, Alabama, to be a full-time coach at Miles College. I was there for about 4 years. Was blessed to win the SIAC championship twice. I left there and went to Tuskegee University. Did well there. Went to the championship. Got an opportunity after that to go to Lane College to be the assistant head coach, defense coordinator. I know a lot of you are probably like, why is this guy want to come coach high school football after 10 years of coaching? You're looking at it right there. They won. They beat college football. So I'm here to grow with you guys, be a part of what you're doing, and I can tell you the best is yet to come for Escambia County football and the
From all of us, to you, Coach, we welcome you to Escambia County High School and to Escambia County Schools. So then thank you and welcome your beautiful family as well. We look forward to great things, Coach. Thank you.
On behalf of the Escambia County Board of Education, I want to extend first congratulations to Ms. Gill. This has been a journey.
Yes.
And Coach Lewis, your resume is impressive. Yeah, you asked the right question. Why would you want to come? Nevertheless, we are delighted to have you and look forward to assisting you in any way that we can. All right.
Okay.
All minds clear?
Yep.
This meeting is now adjourned.